So where should people buy houses in the 757? Me personally, I love Norfolk, but I'm starting to see the increase in price in Norfolk. I don't love that. I wanted to keep my mortgage payments like no more than $1,500.
Okay.
And with the way that these prices are creeping up due to gentrification and all the stuff that's coming here, it's going to be hard to do that. Yeah. Even $1,500 is pushing it. Most of my mortgages is $1,200 or lower. I like that price point just in case, you never know what's going to happen. So that's where I feel comfortable in the long term. So Norfolk is starting to creep up a little bit. There's some opportunity in Portsmouth. You can get some good price points there. You can get some good price points in Suffolk. Virginia Beach is definitely going to be higher for you. So it depends, I guess, if you're looking for investment, a place to live in. Even if you're looking for a place to live in, you still want to have a little upside.
Yeah. If you're looking for a place to live in, my favorites for family, Great Bridge. I don't know, people are torn. I like Port Norfolk, Portsmouth, right on the water. It's not the Portsmouth you would know, right? And Ghent, right? Those are family. That's if you're looking somewhere where you want a family to live. You're going to have access to everything and have a good school. Great Bridge, Port Norfolk, and Ghent. If you're looking for an affordable investment, I really still think Norfolk's one of your best cities to go to. That really just depends if you're buying on market or not, right? Like if you're buying it on market, you're likely not finding great deals right now.
The only problem with that is most people are buying on market. So we were kind of talking to people who are buying.
Yeah, I'd recommend you find a wholesaler. There's one in every market. There's groups online. If you go to any investment Facebook group, we're all through. And really just an investor agent is going to know the wholesaler. Right? Because that's generally what they're doing is they're finding their properties off market. But let's say you do have to stay on market and you wanted to be in the area. Again, the 23504 is always going to be, I'm not going to say always, but right now it is, as it creeps up, but it has the most value being added. So yes, it's getting more expensive, but you can clearly see why right up the street. As opposed to if you keep going further into Norfolk, it's getting more expensive, but you don't get any of those amenities.
You have to remember real estate is zip code dependent. So just because this zip code is doing well does not help you in your zip code. It's zip code dependent. So if the city aren't doing projects in that zip code, then there's nothing for you there.
Correct. And there's just a lot of funding going on in the 23504, right? Like the water side is all new, right? I don't know, is it minor league baseball team?
Yeah, we have the Tides.
And this is all within maybe half a mile of each other.
Yeah, half a mile. We have the Norfolk Tides. We have the hockey team.
Yeah. So I think that close to downtown area is doing really well. I really would, point a lot of people in that direction if you're looking for it.
They're also building this nice community to walk around and eat near ODU. Did you see that community?
I haven't. Where?
Oh, it's crazy. It's called like the Railroad something.
Oh, yeah. I do. Yep. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
That's
going to be nice.
Yeah.
That's going to be nice. So down in that area also.
Yeah, about ODU.
Yep.
That's always been a place to buy though.
Yeah. And I don't know, for whatever reason, it didn't really jump in price until as of late. Like ODU has been, like if you were looking for a rooming house, student housing, that's where they were on every block to kind of find them in that area. Now, it's definitely going up in price, but I still think it's a deal. I still really see us as a really affordable place to purchase properties, right? Like
the main thing is just getting in. Just get in. Just know what your backup plan is once you buy. Know if you don't buy a 1-bedroom, don't even really buy a 2-bedroom. Say if you was forced to sell it, 2 bedrooms are hard to sell. You can buy a 2-bedroom if you have that square footage to add a 3rd bedroom, and now it's more pleasing to someone. Now you can have a roommate move in. You can Airbnb the bedroom. You can sell the property. So only buy a 2-bedroom if you have that potential. Now I did buy 1 2-bedroom strictly for Airbnb, which is not recommended. But the location, and I knew what was going on. I'm kind of more seasoned. I felt like it was a good play for me, but that's not recommended. So having more than one exit strategy. So if Airbnb doesn't work, you can Section 8. Section 8 doesn't work, you can put rooms in it. That doesn't work, you can sell it because this area is going up. Things like that. It allows you to take way more risk than only having one exit strategy and then that strategy doesn't work out. So that's why a lot of people get stuck in real estate because they're taking the risk, but they only have one exit strategy. Yeah. The risk is divided when you have those multiple strategies.
Of course. Yeah. You want to be diverse on that exit strategy also. I think the biggest reason, like I like what you were saying, make sure when you buy a property, it's already going to work out as a traditional long-term rental. You always have that to fall back on.
Now, in this 2023, buying properties as a traditional, regular, long-term rentals, you're most likely not really going to make much money.
Nah,
with the prices and the interest rates.
You're not seeing that cash flow.
But it's fine. It's fine because interest rates is going to come down, and then you can refinance and maybe you will make money. Or maybe you just put a roommate in there. So just because things aren't the greatest in the state of market right now, don't mean you shouldn't get in. It's good to get in now because a lot of people are scared to get in. You want to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. So while everyone's scared to get in, it's your time to get in now. 2020, COVID came. People were scared. What happened? The market took off.
Exactly.
Last year, 2022, people were scared. Oh, the market's going to crash. What happened? Still took off. Now, people are saying, well, interest is always an excuse. Get in. There's never an excuse not to do something. That's with anything.
Yeah.
You get in now, you pay your high interest rates, you fall back on what you're learning because you're constantly learning, and then boom, there's going to be another market turn, and now you've prepared yourself instead of making an excuse, and now you're waiting another 2 years, then you're going to come up with another excuse.
Yeah. There's always going to be a fear factor. Right now, it's interest rates. Previously, it was housing stock. We just didn't have enough houses. And then prior to that, it was the Great Recession.
The main key, you're renting anyways.
Yeah.
I can understand somebody had the choice to pay $1,200 to buy a property or not pay anything.
Correct.
But you're paying your $1,200 anyways. So buying a property is not really changing anything. You're still paying $1,200. So there's no reason to not do it or be scared. Biggest excuse in real estate and why you're not purchasing a property is you don't know how long you're going to be in the area. How many times have you heard that? And then what's going to happen is you're still going to be in the area for 3 to 5 years. And for those 3 to 5 years, you could have purchased that property, but you didn't. When you leave, you can always put it under property management. And now you had a life event happen, so you can reuse your FHA loan because you can reuse it only if you have life circumstances, whether you're getting married, you had a death, you get a new job across the country. Then that opens up the door to reuse the FHA loan in some instances. But even if you can't reuse it, you can do a conventional loan, move to that new city, buy another property, and now you have 2 properties. Stop using that as an excuse. You're saying that you're going to move somewhere. You're still here for 5 years, and you're still left with no property. And now you're still been paying that $1,200 rent for the last 5 years when you could have been building that equity, loan pay down, mortgage interest, write-offs, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, you gotta take action because the train's always gonna keep moving, right? And you gotta hop on at some point to be able to move with it. And if you're ever scared, just realize that 90% of billionaires and millionaires were made through real estate, and you're gonna have to take a risk at some point. And I like real estate because it's so diverse. You could be a very high risk investor, you could be a very low risk investor. The only difference between either one of those investors and you is that they've actually invested. That's the only difference. They've taken a step.
And just like with anything, the higher risk you take, the higher reward you're going to get. The lower risk you're taking, lower reward you're going to get. So you take a low risk in real estate and you wonder why, I'm not making much money. Real estate is a long-term slow game anyways. Exactly. So the only way to really make real money, good money in real estate is by taking more risk.
Yeah.
If you're not taking those risks, then you're really only dependent upon market conditions, which over time you're still going to win no matter what. But it just depends on how fast you want to win. It's not a get rich quick or scheme or nothing like that.